My name is Cleo. I'm 32 years old. I've lived a life that most people can only imagine, filled with secrets and shadows. A life that has taken me to the darkest corners of the world and back again. And until recently, I was a field agent for a clandestine organization so deeply buried, so utterly absent from any record, that even the most seasoned intelligence operatives wouldn't know where to begin looking. This organization, shrouded in mystery, operates beyond the reach of any government or law enforcement agency. Forget about your CIAs and MI6s. This agency operates in the shadows, a phantom weaving chaos beneath the surface of everyday life. We were the unseen hand, the invisible force that could alter the course of history without anyone ever knowing we existed. We are ghosts, phantoms existing only in hushed whispers and fleeting glimpses. Our missions were carried out in the dead of night, our actions leaving no trace, no evidence that could be traced back to us. There's no website, no official records, no paper trail. Our communications were encrypted, our identities hidden behind layers of false information and misdirection. We were the ultimate secret, a shadow within a shadow. Our existence is whispered, not written. We were the stuff of legends, the kind of stories that are told in hushed tones around campfires, stories that no one truly believes but everyone fears. And for years I was a loyal soldier, blindly following orders, my conscience conveniently numbed by the supposed nobility of our cause, until now. Now I find myself questioning everything I once believed in, everything I once stood for. The lines between right and wrong have blurred, and I can no longer ignore the nagging doubts that have begun to creep into my mind. The world is not as black and white as I once thought, and the truth is far more complicated than I ever imagined. The agency prides itself on secrecy. It operates in the shadows, away from the prying eyes of the public and even the government. Its very existence is a closely guarded secret, known only to a select few. The agency's operatives are ghosts, moving unseen and unheard, their actions hidden behind layers of obfuscation and misdirection. They recruit individuals with unique skills, promising them a chance to protect humanity from threats unknown. Lies, all lies. The recruitment process is a carefully crafted illusion, designed to lure in the best and the brightest with promises of heroism and glory. But once inside, the reality is starkly different. The recruits are stripped of their identities, their pasts erased, and their futures controlled by the agency's iron grip. The truth is far more sinister. The agency's true purpose is not to protect, but to control. It manipulates events from behind the scenes, orchestrating chaos and conflict to further its own agenda. The operatives, once idealistic and eager, become mere tools in a grand scheme, their lives expendable in the pursuit of power. Our missions were shrouded in layers of deception, each briefing a carefully constructed narrative designed to keep us in the dark. We were fed lies, half-truths, and misinformation, all to ensure that we never saw the bigger picture. Each mission was a piece of a puzzle, but the final image was always obscured, hidden behind a veil of secrecy. We were pawns, manipulated by puppet masters who saw the world as their personal chessboard. Every move we made was dictated by unseen hands, our actions serving a purpose we could never fully understand. The agency's leaders played a game of strategy and subterfuge, with human lives as their pieces. But there was one mission, one assignment that shattered the illusion and exposed the agency for what it truly is: a monstrous machine fueled by greed, power, and an utter disregard for human life. It was a mission that forced us to confront the reality of our situation, to see the agency's true face. It was a moment of awakening, a breaking point that led to rebellion and resistance. The agency's shadow looms large, but there are those who have seen the light. They fight back, determined to bring the truth to the surface and expose the corruption that lies at the heart of the agency. The battle is far from over, but the first step has been taken. The agency's secrets are no longer safe, and its days of unchecked power are numbered. The rumors were true. Area 51, that desolate patch of Nevada desert, held secrets. Secrets the agency was desperate to keep buried. Our mission was simple: infiltrate the facility, assess the situation, and report back. Nothing more, nothing less. Or so we were told. As we approached the perimeter, the hairs on my neck stood on end. A palpable sense of dread hung in the air, suffocating and heavy. We breached the fence line under the cover of darkness, our every move shadowed by a fear I'd never known before. The things I saw that night are burned into my memory. Inside the facility, it was like stepping onto another planet. Advanced technology, unlike anything I'd ever seen, hummed and pulsed in dimly lit labs. Schematics for weapons that defied imagination were plastered on walls, their potential for destruction both terrifying and awe-inspiring. And then there were the whispers. Whispers of beings from beyond the stars, of captured UFOs, of technology light years ahead of our own. The truth was far more incredible and far more terrifying than any conspiracy theory I'd ever encountered. Section 5. Behind Barbed Wire. A Glimpse of Hell. This is not just a story, but a chilling reality that many are unaware of. Deep beneath the Nevada desert, hidden from the prying eyes of the world, the agency had constructed a prison. Not for criminals, no. This was a place designed to contain secrets, to bury truths that could shake the very foundations of society. This prison held something far more sinister. It was a labyrinth of despair, a place where hope was extinguished and nightmares were born. The air was thick with the scent of fear, and the walls seemed to whisper tales of agony. We stumbled upon it by accident, a hidden door leading down into the bowels of the earth. It was as if the ground itself was trying to keep this dark secret buried. The door creaked open, revealing a descent into darkness. The screams that echoed from within still haunt my dreams. They were not just cries of pain, but of utter despair. Each step we took deeper into the facility, the louder and more desperate the screams became. It was a symphony of suffering. Aliens, their eyes wide with terror, languished in cells, poked and prodded by men in lab coats who treated them like lab rats. These beings, who had traveled across the stars, were now reduced to mere subjects of cruel experiments. Their once vibrant eyes now reflected only fear and hopelessness. And if that wasn't horrifying enough, there were humans down there too. Innocent people, snatched from their lives and thrown into this abyss. Their faces were gaunt, their spirits broken. They were trapped in a living nightmare with no escape. Dissidents, whistleblowers, anyone deemed a threat to the agency's agenda. These were people who had dared to speak the truth, to challenge the status quo. Now, they were paying the price for their courage, locked away in a place where no one could hear their cries for justice. This was not just a prison. It was a monument to the agency's cruelty and a stark reminder of the lengths they would go to maintain their power. Section 6. The Face of Evil. That night, I saw the agency's true face. Not the noble protectors they pretended to be, but monsters who would sacrifice our freedom, our future, on the altar of their own ambition. They were playing God, experimenting on sentient beings, wielding technology that could enslave entire civilizations. The world believes Area 51 to be a place of extraterrestrial intrigue. They have no idea it's a breeding ground for something far more sinister. The agency isn't protecting us from the unknown. They are the unknown, and they are a threat to us all. I knew I had to get out, had to warn the world about the darkness brewing beneath the surface. Escaping the facility was the easy part. Escaping the agency's reach, that's proving to be a bit more difficult. They are everywhere, always watching, always listening. I can feel their eyes on me, their presence a suffocating weight on my chest. But I won't be silenced. I won't let them bury the truth any longer. The agency thrives on secrecy. They rely on our ignorance, our complacency, our willingness to believe the lies they feed us. But no more. It's time to rip back the curtain, to expose their lies for the world to see. We cannot stand idly by while they play God with our planet. Our silence only empowers them, emboldens them to commit atrocities in the dark. We must rise up, together, and demand answers. The time for apathy is over. The time for whispers and rumors is gone. We need to shout the truth from the rooftops. We need to flood the internet, the airwaves, every available channel with the horrors I've witnessed. Tell your friends, your families, your neighbors. Share this message far and wide. Don't let them silence me. Don't let them win. We are many, and they are few. Our collective voice can drown out their lies. Our collective action can bring them to their knees. This isn't just about exposing the truth about Area 51. This is about reclaiming our freedom, our future. This is about protecting humanity from the monsters who would enslave us all. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if I'll survive to see the dawn. But I do know this. I will not go down without a fight. Join me. Join the fight for humanity. Our freedom, our very survival, depends on it.